Good afternoon, my name is Terrell Henry, and this is my first video for the end of the semester project. And for my first solution to Kentucky's climate change issue is going to be nuclear power. So to start off, just a little summary. So Kentucky is facing major environmental effects from climate change, and that is one reason why climate change is a big problem in the state of Kentucky. And there are many ways to go about this climate change, and one of the first ways I'm going to talk about how I think Kentucky can go about climate change is the use of nuclear power. The main reason why I think they should go for the use of nuclear power is it will overall reduce their use of fossil fuels. So for the scope of the problem, it's true that Kentucky's climate change has already affected the environment and the air pollution that the air leading to the air becoming more polluted, and seeing some water pollutions as well. So nuclear power is very different from the other non-renewable sources, as nuclear power does not depend on weather conditions, which makes it a very reliable source. Another way that you can go into using nuclear power is that nuclear power overall, it supports Kentucky's growing energy needs, because Kentucky is a growing economy, and obviously it's going to need electricity, energy, and power. But when doing that, if you're just emitting so much carbon into the atmosphere, then overall you're not going to ever help your environment. And nuclear power is able to it's a reliable source for energy, and it has a low carbon footprint, as it's only able to give off it's not able to emit as much fossil fuels, as much greenhouse gases as, whenever you're using fossil fuels. It's able to also generate electricity without emitting all these greenhouse gases. And then for my next, then there's policy alternatives. So obviously with every idea, there's going to come some pros and cons. So obviously nuclear power has many pros, but it also does come with some cons. Switching over to nuclear power is going to cost Kentucky a pretty penny, as the construction for nuclear power plants, that is a hefty price. And then another issue with nuclear power also has to do with nuclear waste. Nuclear waste is something that you have to control, you have to maintain where all that waste is going to go to. If not, it can be very detrimental, and it can have a very negative impact. However, with these cons, there are definitely some pros that go along with nuclear energy. Some pros for the residents of Kentucky would be with, like I said, the creating of nuclear power plants. That creates jobs for the residents, as like I said, those power plants are going to take a little bit of time to build. So for the residents, you're able to create jobs. So I think that would also get some of your residents to, switch over, if you were Governor Beshear, to get some of the residents to, they have something to look forward to, as they're able to create jobs. And then, like I said, it's a low carbon footprint, and that is something you can't beat. And the state of Kentucky needs to know that they need to take action, and they need to control their carbon emission into the air, as right now the state of Kentucky is a heavy user in the fossil fuel coal. So if you're able to switch that over to something that doesn't emit as much greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, that will help out tremendously. And then the recommendation. So I recommend in 2024 that you start the construction of your nuclear power plants. Nuclear power plants, as you can see, it does have some cons, but its pros outweigh the cons in many, many ways. You're not only helping your environment, but you will also be helping your residents by supporting their health, making them happier and healthier. Everyone, when they're healthier, they're a lot happier. And then you're also creating jobs for your residents. So I think getting your residents to switch over to nuclear power will not be a problem at all. And the low carbon footprint that it has, it's going to help your environment. Like I said, Kentucky is one of the highest users of fossil fuels, and I understand that they need to support their high energy state, but you need to do it in a way that's not going to overall really affect the environment too bad. So in conclusion, I think in the year of 2024 that Kentucky should switch over to nuclear power plants.